Welcome back to Off the Hook Outdoors. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going up to check my cameras on my mock scrape. But before I do that, if you like hunting and fishing content and family adventures, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button, like, share, and make a comment. We really do appreciate that. I'm going to go check my camera and install another chip into there. And I will take you along, and I'm going to refresh my scrape also. So stay with us. All right, everybody, so I'm walking up to my spot here, and I'm seeing a lot of choke cherries on the ground. There's no acorns up here. There's an acorn tree up here, but they're not producing this year. So, but the deer like to bed on this hillside to my left. Sometimes they're on the right, but I want to try to be as quiet as possible going up to my scrape. And then once I get in the scrape, I'm already sprayed down with scent elimination spray, and I have my rubber gloves and things like that. But today I also brought my scrape dripper, because it's that time of the year where I want to get the scrape dripper up so I can start getting them in during daylight hours. But we're going to check the camera, change the chip, refresh the scrape, and then I will show you guys. I'm hoping that we get some bucks on camera. So I'm walking up to this oak tree that's here. You can see it right in front of me right here, guys. I'm trying to be as quiet as possible, but here's the oak tree, and it's not producing any acorns. But this is like a really nice shaded area in here where they like to come during the day and bed down where it's nice and cool. There's usually always a breeze up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you guys my tree stand again. And I might have to do some cutting out, but I like to get in and get out of this area because it's not a real big area. So there's a nice path right there. And my tree stand is right here. I'm going to show you. I'm standing right in front of it actually. But there is my tree stand right there. So you can see it. But it's a hill to get up here, but those deer like to travel that way and into this thicket over here. So I'm gonna have to get up there at some point. I see some branches under that I'm gonna have to cut out, but I'm not worried about that right now. I'm actually more worried about getting some camera footage. All right, guys, so I got to my scrape. There's some leaves in it. But the good thing is my camera is right there, so everything's still here. It's probably taking pictures of me right now, but I'm going to set this up and I'm going to show you how I freshen up the scrape here. All right, guys, so like I said, what I brought today was I brought my scrape dripper that I'm going to put up. So I'm going to set that down here. I got my camera chips. I got the Rubline scent fresh scrape that I'm going to be putting in my scrape dripper. And then I also got Kissel's mock scrape kit that I'm going to freshen it up with that. It has an interdigital gland, it has the tarsal gland, and it also has the preorbital gland. And I'll show you how I do that in a second. But first, before I do anything, I want to put on the rubber gloves, because I got rubber boots on, got rubber gloves, so it keeps the scent down. It just gives you a little bit of an advantage instead of coming up here with like sweaty hands or anything like that. So I like to use rubber gloves in this situation here. Anytime I'm doing mock scrapes or dealing with anything with scent, I like to wear rubber gloves, rubber boots, and all that good stuff. So you guys are pretty familiar with doing things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a stick and I'm going to start freshening the scrape up. All right, guys, so I'm just going to freshen this scrape up again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick all this fresh dirt and stir it back up again like there was a deer in here scraping. pretty good here. And that seems like it's good. And what I do, guys, is I don't take my camera and I don't change out the card while I'm doing this, because it's going to be taking pictures the whole time. So what I'll do is I'll just delete all the pictures of me in here. So once I do that, I'm going to throw this down. I'm going to show you what I do with the interdigital and the tarsal gland. So what I want to do is I want to spray about 4 or 5 tarsal gland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I spray 5 squirts of tarsal gland. Then the interdigital gland is in between the toes. So I'm just going to spray a couple squirts around it. And that helps also cover my scent. So then after that, I'm going to take my scrape dripper right here. And these scrape drippers help a lot when you're not here. It keeps you out of the area and lets it work during the day, so you can get pictures and try to condition your bucks to come in during the day. So I'm going to fill, probably going to put about half of this in. And this is the Rubline Fresh Scrape, Rubline Sense Fresh Scrape. So this is the first time I'm using it this year, so I'm gonna check out the results and see what happens. I've used a ton of scents over the years and really haven't had too many results, or good results from it. But the Kissel Mock Scrape Kit with this Rubline Sense should do pretty good. Here, let's move this up a little bit to here. I'm going to tie this on. It's going to bring that branch down because of the weight a little bit, so I'm not worried too much about that. But last year I had a couple bucks in the same area, so we're going to see if I can't get the big one on camera this year. See if I can't, get a crack at him. So there is the scrape drippers up right now, guys. And then what I like to do is I have the preorbital gland. And this preorbital gland goes on the licking branch. So I pretty much coat the heck out of this licking branch. And that just gets it jump started again and freshens everything up. And then I just throw a little bit in there because it's like the deer's rubbing their head in the licking branch. And that's everything, guys. That's how I refreshen my scrape. So let me go now and change out the camera chip. All right, guys, so I'm here and I use my rubber gloves still, even with the camera. I do kneel down here, but I'm gonna take this chip out of here. Take the chip out. And I'm going to put a new one in. Put the new one in. Turn it back on. And it's turned back on. And then it gives you your okay. And everything is good here. So we are going to get out of here as quickly as possible and check the camera. All right, guys, stay with us. I'm going to go back and look at this and see what we have on camera, and then I'll share that with you at the end of the video. All right, well, that's how I refresh my mock scrapes. I got my rubber gloves here. I'm going to put them back. I usually dispose of them when I'm done with them, just to get rid of them. But I wanted to thank you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate all your support. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Subscribe, hit that like button, make a comment, and make some comments on how you do mock scrapes, or what you think, you know, that I could do, what you like, what you don't like about it. I'm okay with that. So please make a comment down below and share us out. We really do appreciate that. And thanks for joining me, and we will see ya. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, please hit that Off the Hook logo. All the gear that we use in our videos are linked in the description. And thank you for your support.